How's everybody doing today, whenever you watch it this morning? Um, it's not like I've got a ton of subscribers, so it's not like it's going to be a huge surprise to, society at large out there that in the last couple of 3 or 4 months now I've cut down my videos quite a bit. And then I got hit with a wave of depression. Um, my buddy and my roommate lost his battle with cancer, and I mean it's not like that was unexpected. We knew that was gonna happen, but it's always depressing when it does actually happen. So that's where I was at there. And then, because of my depression, I started digging into, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I not doing something different? So, stupid me, I thought it was a good idea to go back and look at when I started doing this. Well, I started doing this in 2015. Or maybe it was 2016. I think I started before Trump got into office. I'm pretty sure I did. Not by much, but by a little bit, because I remember talking about Hillary Clinton. Anyway, I went back and I looked, and I'm pretty sure it's 2015. And in all this time, in 8 years, I've yet to clear 50 subs. So, I have to realistically look at it and, admit to myself that A, I'm probably doing something wrong, to not fit in the algorithm, and B, there's a good chance I'm not putting out content that people want to see. I thought it would be a good idea for a stoner to share his opinions, and I went a long way into trying to find the truth so I could give my opinions on these newsworthy events as accurately and as similarly as I could. I didn't want to give out bad, even though I kept it on the entertainment side, I didn't want to give out any kind of bad information. I dug to find the truth on many of these things, and I made jokes about a lot of them, because if you try to be serious and tell people the truth, you get banned on YouTube. So, but I've seen a lot of channels start up just within the last couple of years that have thousands of subs. Now, I know I get shadow banned a lot. Plus, I age restrict my content, which hurts me badly. But if I don't age restrict it, I'll get even more of my content taken down. So, it's not like I'm saying this is going to be the last puppy pot and chill. It absolutely won't. I enjoy doing this. But when I have my downtimes, with having such a low sub count, it's not. I mean, I feel bad for doing it, but it really doesn't hurt me too much when I say, well, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not in a good place. And I know I'm letting down like 40 some odd people, and I'm sorry. I really am when I don't post enough. But at the same time, out of 300 and I think it's like 360 almost million people, I'm only drawing the attention of maybe 40. And I mean, most of my videos, very rarely do they get 40 views. I mean, there are a couple of videos I think did get over 100, but that was only after years of them being on my channel and people hitting them. It's not like I've never had a big, product output where I have tons of views. You know, I've never had a video the first day get over 100 views ever, never. I think my highest count in any one day was like 25. You know, it's not you guys, the ones who watch me. I love that you guys watch me. You know, like I said, and it makes me feel bad when I don't put out constant content. But at the same time, when I'm depressed, it's hard for me to get motivated when I think about, how. And I don't want to say it's like a small subs channel, but that's exactly what it is. It's a small subs channel. I mean, I get less. I mean, I'm not kidding, man. You go out there and look. If people know how to run the algorithm and can do it without having to age restrict or anything like that, or if you can get around saying anything that could be construed as possible negativity to any given side, then you have a shot at trying to build your content or your channel base, and shit like that. But what I'm doing, I really can't. I can't do a big, I've tried doing these mild and mellow videos and not age restricting them and putting them out there. And for some reason, it's like a lot of people just don't see them. I don't know why. And it seems like the ones where I get the most views are the ones where I go and tell the people when I put, how do they do that is, when they say I'm with, and you have to, put in a bunch of different names. And, if I do that, it seems like I get more views, but it's not like I can, put up 100 names of my friends up there every fucking time. So I don't know, man. I really thought that this channel might grow because it would hopefully like gain the attention of a certain type of person. But apparently I'm not doing it right. So if anybody that does watch my channel has any suggestions of what I should be doing to maybe be getting it better viewership, I'd appreciate it, because I am far, 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 fucking far from perfect. How far, you ask? Let me show you. Yes, son, that's pretty fucking far from perfect. I love the people who sub to my channel. A few of them, I talk to on the regular. If my channel ever were to grow to where like it's over a couple of hundred subs and I'm getting a lot of feedback, then I might have to actually, limit my chatting back and forth. But right now, anybody who says anything on my, I thank them, high five them, all that. So, anyway, I'm gonna, because of the cussing, I'm gonna age restrict this one, because I think that's what people should do. But it seems like for the things that you should do, you get punished for. If that's the way it's got to be, then that's the way it's got to be. I'm using this platform for free. I don't ever charge anybody to see my videos, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't put a lot of money into the production of this little show. And I'm not kidding. I've got like over 700 or 750. I got over 750 videos, I believe. And I do, like I said, I do this because I like it. But with such a low sub base, I just, when I go through depression and my low times, I don't feel like doing it. And man, I'm not gonna lie, I love you guys, but when it's only that many, it's really hard to get motivated. And I don't blame you guys. I just want to explain why I've been doing so shitty lately. You know, it's not you guys' fault. It's all me. But, you know, it's like unavoidable problems that I'm trying to deal with, and I'm not dealing with them very good. I mean, let's face it. But, yeah. That's it. I just wanted to tell you guys that really quick. Next time I get on here, I'm going to try to have some news for you, goddammit. Because I know that's what some of you actually come here for. Because I think you actually believe that I might actually dig to try to find the truth. I might. So, for those of you who are watching, I hope you're smoking with me. If not, I'll smoke for you. And always remember, I mean, not so much in this video, but for almost every other video, don't listen to what I say. I'm a stoner. But if I say something that intrigues you, I implore you to please go out there and look up the truth for yourself. I think it's worth your time. So, you know, don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. If I say something intriguing to you, by all means, use your own intelligence, look it up, and you figure out what you believe the truth to be. Because that's all that really matters, is what you believe the truth to be, not what they tell you the truth is. We can all be critical thinkers. All right. I've said my piece. Like I said, the next time I do this, I'm going to try to have some actual news for you guys. But for now, I'll tell you some quick news. Just what the fuck. That little submersible submarine that I think is like Gate World, or no, not Gate World. Anyway, it's a little submersible. People are going down to see the Titanic in it, and it got down. I think they said it was like 11 or 1400 feet, and sub couldn't take the pressure and it imploded. Now everybody tried to sell the idea that these people on board couldn't have felt anything because the implosion would have created temperatures, as hot as the sun, and it would have just ripped everything apart. There's not going to be any big pieces left. It's all just gone. And then I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but they started pulling up big chunks of this submersible and some possible human remains, which they said there wouldn't be because of the conditions of the sub. So that went from horrible to fucked up really quick. If you want to know what's going on with that, look it up. It's not hard. Just type in Titanic sub and you'll get what you need. You'll find what you need. It's a terrible story. 5 people perished. I hope to God they didn't suffer. And by that, I mean, I hope they didn't suffer physically. Because I've worked in large construction most of my life. I built offshore oil rigs down in Louisiana. Before there's a catastrophic failure, there's all these other, I don't know what you'd call them, minimal failures. Like, okay, one time I remember we were lifting one platform and we were getting ready to set it on top of another one. And this only happened once in the 10 years I was working down there. They got it positioned close to being over to where it needed to be, and then on one of the cranes there's a very loud, like way louder than a gunshot snap, bang. And for a few seconds nothing happened. And then there's another very loud bang. And what had happened is, as these cables were breaking, the operator inside was actually trying to get ahead of it to stop and take pressure off of these lines that were holding up the structure. But in the end, he couldn't save it. And in the end, that upper structure came down, and there was a lot of repair that had to be made. Not just to the structure, but to the crane. And luckily, not to anybody else, because we heard all these minimal failures first, and we got the fuck out of there. Now, having said that, what if you're in a submarine and all of a sudden a pinhole of water comes jutting through one side and hits the other side and just starts blowing shit out of the screens and everything, just starts cutting through it. Then another one jets through, except this one hits somebody, goes right through them. Couple of very minimalistic failures, and then all of a sudden, kaboom. In that case, I'm afraid they were terrified. And I hate to think that, but I really do hope it was non-terrifying and so instantaneous that they didn't feel anything. But I've been around a lot of big machinery. And like I said, the bigger things are, it's like the slower the catastrophe things are. And although the sub wasn't that big, the operation of what they were doing was. They were going very, very, very deep underwater. I can't remember what they said, but it was so many atmospheres. So many times the original outside atmosphere of us here. I think it was like 63, I think, maybe more than that. Anyway, it failed. Those poor people perished. And now they're finding these very large chunks of submersible and some possible human remains. It's just, I hope it happened in a way that they weren't even scared. I hope they were still excited to get down there and see the Titanic. That's what I hope. But there's this other possibility, and that's what scares me. That's what makes me hurt. They could have been terrified for a little while, knowing what was going to happen. That's scary. I hope it didn't. Like they're saying, I really do hope that they went in a way that was quick and so instantaneously they didn't even know it. There was just no pain. It was just over. But who knows? I don't think there's going to be any way to actually know. So perhaps you just shouldn't listen to a stoner at all, huh? Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. I'm rambling. Why would you listen to me? I smoke pot. Don't listen to me. Do the right thing. All right. That's about it, folks. I gave you a tiny bit of news, even though I told myself I wasn't going to do it. I couldn't help myself. I'll never charge you to watch my channel. I don't think I'll ever monetize it. Like I said, I do this because I want to. A lot of other YouTubers say, I do this because I want to. Please pay $5 a month. It's like, how bad do you really do this because you want to? But anyway, that's just my whatever. Cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Anyway, so that's it. That's my whole spiel. If you like it, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, or, tell me to fuck off. All of them are free. All of them are free. I'm willing to take them all. Whatever you want to give me. Yeah, I believe that's it, just try to have a good day. If shit goes down, try to figure out how to get out of it. Don't keep burying yourself deeper and deeper like me. Try to figure out a quick, easy way out. But just hang in there, everybody. We'll all make it through somehow. Yeah, that's it. I love you. Stay high, bitches.